Wow, the end of day one, it was amazing. So we started out waiting. We had to wait till 2 o'clock to wait for one of the officers to fly in. Evidently somebody had gotten sick. There was another person on leave, and so we had to wait till 2 o'clock. So this morning for breakfast, we got up. There wasn't a lot to eat because we had missed breakfast. I know, it's crazy. So we had missed breakfast, and so we did a lot of waiting around. But while we were doing that, we were trying to get gear ready, make all of our plans. So we did all of our meetings. We had a welcome meeting, which was, we brought everybody together, and as we brought everybody together, we talked about what we were going to do, the safety of the boat, how to make it happen, making certain that we were following all the procedures, where the laundry was, how to get something if you needed it. It was crazy good. So as that was going on, we finally got through that meeting. Then we had to go to the wet lab, which I'll show you about, and the dry lab, and learn what our procedure was there, and then do the mapping lab, which we had to work with a bunch of people to get started with the software. Now, I'm not going to go into that probably for a couple of days here, but the reason why is they're working with a new program. They need to understand what they're doing. They've got to get their feet underneath them, and so I told them I'd give them a couple of days before I went in there. So my first day is going to be in the wet lab. We're going to be setting traps, collecting everything, cutting everything out of the traps, and then weighing, measuring, recording lengths, and then some of them we're going to fillet and give to people of need, some of the shelters, which is really, really cool. I'm excited about that. So right now we're about 70 miles from Mayport, Florida. So we're cruising up the coast. Weather's been kind of the water's been kind of choppy. You know, every once in a while we'll see a boat or a ship go by. Not really sure who they are, what they are. A couple cargo container ships, one big car carrier that had nothing but cars inside of it. But really not seeing a lot of things. When we were leaving port, I saw an osprey. I saw flying fish. They were amazing. They were just scooting right in front of the boat. Saw some dolphins. And then before we left, right before we left, there was this sea turtle, and it was so cool. He was just lumbering around, right around the ship. It was so amazing. Everybody here has been extremely nice. The scientists, the NOAA crew on the boat, they've all been extremely nice. We've had nothing but a great time. So in the process, what we've been doing is getting everything ready. Meanwhile, we have lunch. Lunch was cheeseburger and french fries and greens. Now to this point, we hadn't left port, and I had no idea whether I'd get seasick or not. But so we get out of port. We're going along, seeing the osprey, seeing the flying fish, seeing the dolphins, seeing the little turtle as he's kind of hanging out. And I'm figuring out, well, I'm going to get seasick or I'm not. And so about 10 miles out, 20 miles out, nothing. I didn't feel a thing. And so everything's been really, really good. I've been very happy that I haven't been seasick. So more meetings take place, and then it's time for dinner. And so tonight for dinner we had ribs and chicken and macaroni and cheese, and then a slice of pecan pie. It was so scrumptious. And so that was awesome. And then after we got done, I'm not supposed to tell anybody, shh, we played cornhole on the back of the deck of the ship. Never in my life did I ever imagine that I would be playing cornhole, a game of pitching the little bags into the hole on a board, 80 miles out into the Atlantic Ocean. It was amazing. So right now we're just steaming along, headed up the coast. We're gonna end up probably in Georgia sometime tonight, about 12 o'clock. Once we get there, we're going to set up our areas where we're going to start dropping traps tomorrow. So tomorrow at 6 a.m. We are dropping or 7 a.m. we're starting to drop traps. We've got to bait them first, get all the cameras, which they've got GoPros and Canon cameras attached to each of the traps. We have 6 of the big traps. They're called chevron traps because they're in the shape of a chevron. I'll show you those later. And then as we do, we drop them off the back of the ship. They've got this big sliding piece that drops off the back of the ship. And as it does, the trap just slides into the water. 90 minutes go by. 90 minutes go by, and then we'll turn around and we'll pick them all up. Whatever's inside there, we'll empty out onto the side of the ship. Then we'll take it into the wet lab. From there, we do the weights, the measurements, lengths, record all the data. Some of them we remove the gonads. Some of them we remove other things, such as different parts that are being examined, like their stomach contents. And from there, we bag them up, put them in the freezer. The ones that they're keeping, that they're giving to people, we fillet them up, and when we get off port or get into port, we'll give those to the local food bank. All in all, unbelievable. What an unbelievable day. I can't think of a better day to start out the trip. The hard part was about 15 miles outside of port. I lost telephone signal to communicate with my 2 daughters, Bailey and Taylor, and my wife Jody, and so that was kind of hard. I've never been away from them for more than a couple of days, and 16 days is going to be long, and it'll be hard. And I miss them. I miss them already. But every once in a while we get an internet signal, and so we can email. And so I've been I sent some emails earlier, and hopefully I'll get a couple of them through, and then I'll get to talk to them. Like I said, I'm excited about tomorrow. What I'm hoping to do is document everything that's going on and let you be right there alongside the NOAA scientists doing this thing. And I swear to you, it is an unbelievable group of people, and the possibilities are endless with what we're going to see and what we're going to do, and I'm just thoroughly excited. So with that, my plans are I'm going to go back to my stateroom. I have a roommate who I share the stateroom with, and he's in there sleeping right now, so I'm kind of being quiet because he's going to be working possibly a different shift than I am at times. We're working the same shift tomorrow, but I think he's switching over to the night shift. This is an unbelievable opportunity, and I cannot be more thankful to NOAA for giving me that opportunity. So, like I said, I'll fill you in as things go on. Hopefully, get you some good shots of what we're doing, and let you see what it's like to be really the scientists and work alongside the scientists and all the other jobs that are on this ship. So look forward to it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.